Kleenex Fitness, the Timinator. We're here to test some of the machines out just to see if the weight is what it says it is on each machine. I'm currently at the machine that, to me, in my personal opinion, feels lighter than the other machines that I've used in this gym. So I'm just gonna double check the weight real quick here, and I've already got it set up, as you can tell. I'll go ahead and turn it on. We're at 0 right now. So anyway, for each machine has a different specific weight set on it. As you can tell, these only have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. That's obviously multiplied by 10. So right now we're at 40 pounds. Just to check and make sure, I'm gonna go one above the weight. So one above the lowest, just so that way I can see if it's an accurate 20 pounds or not. And let's go ahead and get this test started. First test I'm gonna do is just to curl it upward. Okay, so we're at 11.99 pounds for the curling up weight. So this is off just by a little bit. It is lighter, just like I thought it was. Let's go and let it zero out again. Let's try the test again, just straight back. Okay, we're at 13.22 pounds, which is still off from the 20 pounds that it says it is. So it is just a little bit off. Let's go ahead and move on to the next machine. And actually, before I move on to another machine, I'm gonna go ahead and just double make sure that I'm not just tripping. Because no matter what way I pull the weight, it's going to be about 13, 11, and 12.3 pounds. There we go, now it adjusted. So for this one, it's not exactly the weight that it says it is. And just to reassure everybody that this scale is super accurate, I'm going to go ahead and put this on while I'm recording. Okay, that by itself is just the handle. And that by itself weighs 0.57 pounds. So a little bit more than half a pound. So that tells you how accurate this thing actually is. Alright, so we're on to the next machine, which is a Matrix. In my personal opinion, I feel like this is the weight that it says it is when I lift it or pull it or anything else. So I'm going to do 3 different tests on this machine just to make absolutely sure. And then once again, we're going to start with about 20 pounds. We're at 20 pounds. I'm going to put this on. All right, there we go. Don't know how that increased in weight, but we'll just go ahead and cheer it out. All right, so it is currently at 0. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it towards me a little and down. Let's go ahead and let it rest. Alright, so we got 20.54 pounds, which is just a little bit more than 20 pounds. Let's go ahead and get to our next 2 tests. Alright, test number 2 for Matrix. We're going to go ahead and curl it up like I would normally if I was lifting. so about 20.89 pounds. It's kind of hard to do this by yourself when you're doing it. I'm gonna go ahead and tear it out again, and we're just gonna pull it straight back. Now, pretty much no matter how you pull the weight, it's always gonna basically weigh the same. It's more or less the movement that this weight scale is detecting at the moment, which makes it less or more. So let's go ahead and put that into the understanding. So yeah, about 20.5, 20.6 pounds, the same. That was my third test and second test together. I have concluded that this machine is definitely the weight that it says it is. Let's go ahead and move on to 2 more machines. All right, so we're on to basically our last machine. I will test one more machine just because I have kind of a theory about the way these work. It is possible that it's going to take the weight of the actual build of this into account, plus the 20 pounds. So it may not be 100% accurate to what I think it might. So I put it at 20 pounds, exactly 20. And we're gonna go ahead and put this thing on, tear it out to 0, and just see what happens. It's already 0. I want to see what. And see, this is part of the reason why I wanted to make 100% sure of the weight, because right now it's saying it's 11.33 pounds instead of 20. So let's go ahead and move on to the next machine. And I was actually a lot less than I thought it was going to be, but you know, let's just go ahead and test out a couple of different ones. This is the tricep press machine. All right, so we're on the bicep curl machine, and I'm going to throw down 20 pounds. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. 20 pounds. Let's go ahead and lift this just to see what it says, if I can. So this will be the normal way to curl. Okay, this one's a little bit closer, but that's also because I'm holding it right there. So maybe this will make the weight go off just because it is on a weight on a machine. But as far as I can tell, it's not weighing it properly. Okay, so that's at the top of the rep, 20.59 with my finger inside of there instead of there. So maybe it is a little bit closer than I thought it was. That's fine. Like I said, you know, maybe because I got a strap on it, it's not exactly weighing it out 100% the way it should, just because of the mechanics of the machine. So, and that's fine. That's just accidental for me. All right, let's try one more machine just to be absolutely sure. All right, last and final machine for pre-core at Anytime Fitness. I'm going to see for sure this is lat pull down machine. I also have a theory on this one that it is half the weight, but I'm about to find out in just a second here. Okay, so I'm right. About 10 or 11 pounds. That's 20 pounds. So for each arm, you're going to be lifting half the weight. of what's on there. Let's go ahead and connect both and then test it out one more time. Last and final test for the Precor, how accurate is the scale. Like I said, for each one of these, for the lat pull downs, it's about 10 pounds. Let's go ahead and see how much this is. And that should be pretty decently close. I know these straps are a little bit loose, so it's probably off by a couple pounds, but 25 to 27 pounds, you know, even if it is 5 pounds off from the actual weight, I think that's actually fine. If it's more or less, no big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and try this test one more time just to see maybe if I pull straight down while I'm sitting down. And it's actually more weight when I'm sitting down. So this one is actually a little bit more accurate. This machine is a little bit more than heavy enough for sure for the weight. And I'm doing this slow, super slow. So this machine is definitely good. Thank you for watching Muscle X Fitness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, grab life by the horns, unleash your inner bull. Have a wonderful day.